Hello, I'm Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, and I'm pleased to join you virtually to celebrate this momentous occasion for the Bloom and Carpenter Shelter New Heights. In 2018, I joined many of you in Alexandria as we broke ground on this remarkable project, and I spoke about how the difficult but important work of creating housing and homelessness supports takes a village of committed local, state, and nonprofit partners. Well, today, we're beginning an exciting chapter with the opening of this new affordable rental housing and shelter, and it is the direct result of the strong partnerships, planning, and collaboration from everyone in this village.
Hello, I'm Don Beyer, member of Congress representing Alexandria and the Carpenter Shelter. Congratulations. This is very exciting. I'm not sure I ever would imagine this would have come true. I'd love to be there, but I'm afraid to get near Justin Wilson with a pair of scissors. They have a great ribbon cutting, and we celebrate this for years to come.
Welcome to our virtual ribbon cutting. My name is Shawnteen. I'm honored to serve as the Executive Director of the Carpenter Shelter. As we are gathered today, this is the first time in Carpenter Shelter's history that we have operated out of space that is designed for what it is that we do. Its layout, its fixtures, its furniture. This is remarkable in many, many ways. And some of you may know AHDC, and some of you may know Carpenter Shelter, but really, how did we get here today? What is the story all about? Well, it's a story of partnership rooted in the belief that homelessness is a lack of housing and that a safe place to live that is affordable is a good thing for our community. And as with any good story, it starts on a cold night. It's 1982. Father Thomas Anthony Casey is the priest at Blessed Sacrament Catholic Church. He's new to his role there, and he's been tasked with helping the congregation get more fully involved in their community. One night he finds a man that is homeless sleeping on the church steps, as well as another hunkered down in his car. Amid the frigid temperatures, the father decides that the two must come indoors. He invites them in, and that is Carpenter Shelter's start. With the use of 10 cots in a church basement over several years, the shelter grows, becomes a place where it's known that you can get the help that you need. It attracts many more to its doors, people looking for a fresh start. Soon the church is planning its own redevelopment, and Carpenter Shelter moves to donated warehouse space. And then another warehouse. People continue to show up, both residents of the shelter and volunteers. At this point, the shelter's leadership knows that something more permanent is needed, and through their creativity and hustle, they purchase a former DMV near the Braddock Road Metro Station. The site needed work, but it was home, and with time, the neighborhood showed unbelievable support for the work and mission of the shelter. It was also around this time that AHDC came onto the scene, and their story begins to build. AHDC, founded in 2004, provides creative, affordable housing solutions exclusively in the city of Alexandria. Their work focuses both on the renovation and rehabilitation of existing apartment communities and also the creation of new real estate partnerships that provide win-win solutions. An example of one of those partnerships is the station at Potomac Yard, one of AHDC's first partnership developments that paired affordable housing with a new Alexandria Fire Department location. The AHDC and Carpenter Shelter partnership was a natural extension of that work. Not only are the causes of housing affordability and homelessness deeply linked, but by working together, AHDC and Carpenter Shelter would be able to help maintain the shelter's strong geographic location in the Braddock area and seize a unique opportunity to create nearly 100 units of apartment housing in a resource-rich location. After the deal was struck and the work began, Carpenter Shelter moved to a temporary location and the old DMV was torn down. Rooted in its history of non-conventional spaces, Carpenter settled in at the now defunct Landmark Mall in the old Macy's. The space was built out, and the work of Carpenter Shelter was now happening in its fifth space during its lifetime, while AHDC began building the new shelter and 97 low-income housing units. So from one end of the community to the other, and from top to bottom, the shelter has moved around until it's found its true home once again with the help of AHDC and all of the people who contributed to the building of this new home. We've been blessed with a community that has shown support for both missions in remarkable ways. This partnership is now firmly in hand and is built around the idea of helping those in need in Alexandria and putting more affordable housing back into the community's inventory. We're proud of the work that has been done, and we're happy to show you some of what's inside. Let's take a look under the wrapping and see what this new building has to offer.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Carpenter Shelter. We're going to take a little look around the building. We want to show you what it is that we've been doing. Come on in. We're going to take a look around the new shelter. We're about 3 weeks in. What you're going to see is the current state of things as they are. There have been some delays due to COVID, but we couldn't resist coming in to have our residents receive service in this new purpose-built space. We're laid out as a plus sign. So back to my right is our community room, our classroom, a computer lab. To the left are the shelter rooms and some staff that provide support services to them. We've got our front desk here and some administrative offices. And then down this hallway is our Housing Solutions Center and David's Place, which is a place for folks that are chronically homeless and come to us to meet their basic needs. Let's take a look. Welcome to our Housing Solutions Center. We have some of our housing locators here and support staff, all with the goal of how do we connect people that are in need of housing to housing in the community. Are some locker rooms as well as a laundry room that are used for our David's Place clientele. They handle their basic needs, making sure that they have access to showers and some laundry facilities. And we look forward to, and we're so grateful to continue to serve them. Normally this space would also house our winter shelter, but with the pandemic we have been unable to provide enough space to spread them out appropriately, and so we're pleased to partner with the city, and that winter shelter is happening at the Lee Center. Our admin offices provide both private space for some of our staff that are members of the leadership team and provide supervision and guidance to some of our staff, as well as some workstations for our administrative staff, our development team, communications, and we also look forward to when the rest of our furniture arrives and we have some small meeting areas as well. Now let me introduce to you Mary Parker Lamb, our Deputy Director.
Hey, I'm Mary Parker Lamb. I'm the Deputy Director here at Carpenter Shelter, and I am absolutely thrilled to show you some of the new spaces that we have for our guests who come to Carpenter Shelter. Right now you're in the courtyard. This is a very large space that is 100% geared for the respite and the contemplative quietness of our clients, those we serve. Right now you see it with no furniture. We have over 20 pieces of furniture that will be coming in as soon as they finish the courtyard. They're a little bit behind schedule, as happens in all construction. So this will be a beautiful area with blossoming trees, with couches, chairs, benches, all kinds of wonderful spaces for our clients to relax and have some respite in. I look forward to everybody seeing that, especially in the spring. I can also walk you back here to our playground. This is an amazing space, also not finished, for our clients and their children. You can see from the gate that we went through and the gate at the other side, this is a private protected space for our clients. It is going to be shared with our neighbors in the Bloom, but that's just all the more reason for them to come out and celebrate and enjoy times with their friends. Now we're in the library. This is a wonderfully peaceful and quiet space for our clients to come. Once all the furnishings are in, you'll find a table with bookcases behind it. There is a TV here, but it's funny, we're finding in just the first few weeks that our clients aren't sitting in here to watch television. They're watching the television in our dining room. They are using this as a quiet space to meet with other clients. I'm really excited to show you this space. This is our classroom. For those of you who've been with us a while, you know we've had life skills, financial literacy classes. We've even had nutrition classes, self-esteem classes, lots and lots of different opportunities. This is absolutely an amazing space to do that in. Just today, our 70-inch interactive TV came in, so we'll get that up in the next few days. We'll get all of our chairs and furnishing in by mid-December, and we will start January with an amazing offering of workshops for our clients. They'll also be able to come in here and do Zoom, and also to pull up workshops that we've had. We can archive for them, and they can watch any workshop that we have at any time that they choose. And last, I'm pleased to share with you our computer lab. We have a whole room designed just for our clients to be able to access housing searches, job, employment, any kind of work that they need to do. This is an entire room dedicated to them. We have 6 computers, and it is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. every single day for our clients' use. Now I'm standing at the case management office. You'll see that each case manager now has their own space that they can meet privately with clients. I'm going to turn it over to my esteemed colleague, Blair Copeland. She can share with you the meat and the potatoes of what we do here, and that is case management and rapid rehousing for those we serve.
Thank you, Mary. Here at Carpenter Shelter, we're always working with our clients to make sure they're working on their self-sufficiency. We do a lot of that work here in the case management office. We now have private offices. It allows for private conversation, sometimes difficult conversations, and of course the great work towards moving people towards self-sufficiency. Yes. Another great space is our Housing Solutions Office. It's where the housing locators and other case managers work with our residents to find housing and again move them towards leaving shelter. Our case management is always housing focused. Our goal is to move people out of shelter as quickly as possible and as safely as possible. All conversations point towards housing, and all goals have a housing approach. For example, if someone is interested in finding employment, we can help them with that. But the idea is that they're earning income that allows them to afford housing in this market. This room provides an opportunity for children to play, and we also are using this for children who need a place to do schoolwork during the day.
Isn't this fantastic? This is an industrial grade kitchen with all the equipment and capabilities of a 5-star dining facility. And our volunteers have been in here cooking up a storm. Now let's check out our pantry area. This is our wonderful pantry area where we store all of our dry food goods, our ingredients for our healthy and nutritious meals that we provide, and most importantly, our coffee and our snacks.
Hello, I'm Justin Wilson, Mayor of the City of Alexandria. It is a pleasure to see this long-awaited project come to fruition. We were thrilled to have Governor Northam with us a few years ago on an extremely hot day when we broke ground on this important project. Now we're all indoors celebrating this important milestone. I'm glad Congressman Beyer is also joining us, although it is a relief that this event is virtual because we all know what happens when a member of Congress is behind your back with a pair of scissors.
Good morning, I'm Edith Bullard, and I have the pleasure of being the Carpenter Shelter Board Chair. When the board first talked about this, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't believe it would ever happen. But here we are today. Thanks to a more than supportive board, an amazing staff, and most importantly, a community that has always fueled Carpenter Shelter's dreams. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be a partner with AHDC in bringing more affordable housing to Alexandria. And most importantly, I'm excited about being able to provide a place that provides the services and the support needed to help our residents find forever homes. At Carpenter Shelter, our vision is to eradicate homelessness. And this is an important next step in the many years that we've been providing service. So I'm so pleased that you're all here with us today as we christen or cut the ribbon for this wonderful, wonderful building. You ready?
All right.
Let's do it. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm glad you had that job. Good job. That was competitive.